Hello, my name's Shell and welcome to week 26 of my weight loss journey. Last week I couldn't remember whether it was week 25 or 26, but it is 26 this week, so exactly halfway through the year. And I'm pretty much about halfway through the amount of weight I want to lose as well, so that's quite nice. I've been losing weight and documenting it on my channel since the beginning of January. The first 18 weeks I was doing Weight Watchers, and since then I've been doing calorie counting. I had a 6-month contract with Weight Watchers which has now run out. The first 3 months were completely free and the second 3 months were at full price, which was £22 something a month. And since I cancelled my contract after the 6 months ran out, they've offered me another 2 months for free, which I'm not taking up because I had stopped doing Weight Watchers quite a bit before the 6 months ran out. But I thought that is a fabulous, fabulous deal. If I'd have carried on with it and I'd have done 8 months this year with Weight Watchers, 5 of those months would have been completely and utterly free. And you can't ask for more than that, can you? I think that's a really, really good deal. I only would have paid for 3 months out of that 8 months. So, it's worth, if you have done the 6-month contract yourself starting at the beginning of January, or yours is due to run out soon, it might be worth saying that you're thinking of cancelling and you'll get another 2 months for free. I thought that was an excellent deal, but I'm enjoying the calorie counting too much to go back to Weight Watchers, although I do appreciate a lot of the tools. Last week on Friday, today by the way, before I start, today I'm a day late doing my weigh-in. It's Saturday the 3rd of July today. I usually weigh in on Friday afternoon around about 3 o'clock, but yesterday was just manic. It was mad. And by the time it got to 6 o'clock, we were starving. And I thought then, no, I'm not going to start doing the video now. We need our tea. Andy had been out work all day and not had time to eat anything. So he was starving. I was hungry because I don't like to wait much past 5 o'clock for my tea. And it was already getting on for 6. So we had our tea and I thought, well, I'll just have to weigh in a day late. So it's Saturday afternoon today. And it's round about 3 o'clock, the usual time. Last week I'd had a bad week. On Friday I'd had a week of not being on plan, not counting calories, eating in an out of control fashion, and I'd put 5 pounds on. But I did say last Friday that I was feeling better, and that's how it turned out to be. Friday and Saturday I didn't get back on plan and start tracking, but I wasn't binging anymore. I went over my calories because Sunday morning I'd put another ½ pound on, so I had gone over my calories, but I felt I was just overeating a bit rather than starving and binging, so things were better. But I did think I could really do with something to give me a boost here. I could really do with doing something different or joining something. So my idea was to, most of the people that I see doing calorie counting on YouTube, they're doing NutriCheck, which is a calorie counting app. And I thought, right, I've tried to join it before on the computer and it was completely inaccessible for disability screen readers. If you pull up the first page and it says join, the first page you come to, you have to pick whether you're male or female, and they haven't made it possible for us to do that. So right there on the very first page, you can't get any further. So I did write to them, because it's not that it's not possible or even easy to do that, it's just that they haven't bothered. So I did write to them and complain, and they wrote back to me and said, well, they actually concentrate more on the app on the phone rather than the computer. So on Saturday I thought, right, okay, because I'm not that good with my phone. I'm okay with it, but I do struggle. I'd rather do things on the computer. So Saturday morning I spent all morning with the NutriCheck app on the phone, and yeah, I did manage to actually sign up with a lot of guesswork. But once signed up, it was completely unusable. For a start, when I put something in like bananas, when it came up with the results, it said click on the picture that closely resembles the food item that you want. Well, of course, there's no pictures on my screen, it was just blank, so that was the end of that. So I did write them another stinking letter, but they haven't replied. So that was the end of that, and I thought I would love to do something. I've done MyFitnessPal before, which is fabulously accessible, but there are things about it that I don't really get on with. For example, most of the food database is done by just the members, and it stretches back years from when products were, different weights and have been changed. And they're wildly different. People often put the wrong serving size in, so they'll give calories for one serving instead of the whole pack, or the other way around. I mean, you can put in one item into the database and you can get 20 or 30 different results. So I don't quite like that, and also I find it's very American as well. Not that I've got anything against American things, but when it comes down to food, you need the UK products and the UK calorie counts. So although I like MyFitnessPal, I didn't really want to go back to it. I was looking around for something else. So I found a calorie counting app called Weight Loss Resources, and I have joined this app, and it works out at round about £1.90 something a week to be a part of the app, and I think it's well worth it. And partly because everyone has to pay to be on there, you don't get as many sort of dead accounts and people that join up and then are not bothering to carry on. Everybody that's on there, because they're paying every week, interested and encouraging and worth following. So now I joined it on Saturday, and so I didn't actually start doing it till Sunday. I felt recently, I did say I was thinking of maintaining for a while, and I felt recently that I've been losing weight too quickly, and that's why I think it backfired on me, because I've been losing 2 or 3 pounds every week, and I've decided I'd like to slow that down so I can eat more and not be under as much pressure. So when I joined this Weight Loss Resources, I set it to the most amount of food I can eat for the smallest amount of weight loss. So I've set it for £0.5 pound loss a week, and I've also set it so I can add in my exercise calories and eat the food from the exercise calories as well. I don't know how this is going to work out. It's made me very nervous because I'm getting a lot of food to eat here on this plan. So I've said to Andy, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do exactly this plan until the end of July, and from today, and if by the end of July I've lost weight, even if it's only £1 or £0.5 pound, I'll carry on. But if I've not lost weight at all by the end of July, or I've put on, then I will set the app to lose £1 a week, because I feel like I'm eating an awful lot of food, a suspiciously lot of food. Before I was eating, well, if I'd have carried on with the TDE setting that I was using, it would have been giving me between 1,250 and 1,350 calories a day, which is quite low, and it was making me a bit nervous on the other end of things. So I've joined up, and so I've got my notes here that I'm reading on my braille machine. On Sunday, and to lose £0.5 pound a week, it gave me a base rate calories of 1,385 a day to lose £0.5 pound a week. When I go on the treadmill for an hour, that bumps it up to 1,610 calories a day. This is still to lose weight. Now 1,610 calories is 100 calories more than I was eating on my maintenance days, on my treat days before. So you can see why it's made me feel a bit nervous. It seems like a lot of calories, that to me. and it's given me a maintenance calories on a normal day of 1,645. So that's without any exercise. I didn't actually, I meant to look at the one with exercise, but I presume it'll be another 225 on top. So that's what I've been sticking to this week. Now, I can't really gauge this week as to whether it's working or not, because I think if you've been on a binge and put a lot of weight on the week before, you don't have to do much the next week to lose. So I don't really think this week I can gauge how it's working. But on Sunday, I ate 1,318 calories. Monday, I ate 1,507 calories, which is more than I would have eaten on a maintenance day normally. On Tuesday, I ate 1,382 calories. Wednesday, 1,602 calories. And Thursday, 1,448. And Friday, 1,513. So you can see there, it's an awful lot more calories. Now, I've eaten a lot more at dinner time, more snacks. I've been back on the Magnums again, which is one of my old favourites. And I really haven't felt like I've been on a diet at all. I felt, I don't know, I just don't feel that it's going to work. But then my urge is always to cut down calories, and so I'm going to have to fight against that. Andy did say, will you be happy losing half a pound a week? And that's going to be another struggle, because it's going to be very slow, and my urge is always going to be to start restricting more and more. So I'm going to try anyway. I'm going to faithfully stick to this till the end of July, see what happens, and I'm not going to put that much on, even if it doesn't work. And then I can consider cutting down and setting the act to lose a pound a week. But we'll see what happens. But so far, this week has been marvellous. I felt like I've been on a treat day every day. It's been wonderful. So I'm going to get onto the weigh-in. Last week I put on 5 pounds, which took me to 10 stone 8, which meant I'd gone back to only losing 3 stones. So I'm sure I've lost this week. Just because I've been back on some sort of organised plan, really.
It's ready.
Okay. Ooh, tip it over.
10 stones, 5.2 pounds.
10 stone, 5.2, so that's 10.5. So £3 loss, which I'm quite pleased about and was what I was hoping for, really. So I've only got £2 of that last week's gain to lose, but if I've set the thing for only losing half a pound a week, it's going to take me another month to lose those £2. But anyway, we'll see how it goes.
Goodbye.
I hope everyone else has had a good week, and if you had a bad week like I did last week, just wipe it out, best foot forward, forget about it. You know, you can't help having a gain. Happens every now and again, but the main thing is not letting it stretch into months and months and putting all the weight that you lost back on and some, which is what I've done over and over and over again for the last few decades. So have a good week, get back on track. It'll feel better if you do. I feel a lot better, I really do. I've been on the treadmill every single day, everything's back to normal. I've had an absolutely fabulous week. Suspiciously so, I have to say, but hopefully it'll still mean I can lose. But next week will be the real trial. But I've only got 6 days till Friday, so it might not be quite as much as I'd hoped for. But I'm going to give it till the end of July, as I say, see how it goes. And if I do lose even just half a pound in that time, as long as it's going down, I'm going to stick with it. It's been fabulous.